Hey guys, my name is Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with my first part of my F1 2020 career mode here for the Australian Grand Prix. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I uploaded like actually 2 weeks ago, but I recorded that last year, so yeah, I'm back. I've got some videos lined up, new game, hopefully some more motivation. Hopefully I can grow the channel a bit more. The channel's got over 100 subs now, so thank you very much for that. It's 106 as recording this, so hopefully it'll get more. I would love to get more, but at the moment we were creating our driver for this career mode. It's pretty much going to be the same as last year. Not much changed. We are going to change our number though. I was going to go number 18 because of a few reasons. That number means quite a lot, but we go with my birthday number 28. 20 was going to be my second number, but of course no, not Pierre Gasly. Who's got number 20? I forgot he got number 20, to be honest. But yeah, that is my driver created, and now it's my team name. We're going to go with a simple CJ Racing, because why not? That's pretty much the most basic name I could have thought of. So yeah, that is our team name, and now we're going to go with our main sponsor for the season. We don't want to go with someone who doesn't pay a lot, like complete a full season. That's piss easy to do, not going to lie. You don't get much for that. So I was tempted by Distort. Finish 8th or better in the Constructors' Championship. That would have been a good thing, but I thought go with Shark. You get 200 extra K for completing the season. So yeah, that's the main sponsor I went with. And now the power unit. This is quite a vital part. I wasn't going to go with Ferrari or Mercedes. It was either Honda or Renault. And then I saw you only really get for like, I don't know how much it was extra. You only get one better durability and one better performance. I was like, what's the point of that? You might as well go Honda, save the money, and then you can upgrade. You can get better drivers, and you can also save it towards getting upgrades for your development and upgrading your warehouses and factories and stuff like that. But now it's the turn of the driver. Oh, Nick de Vries is like the best driver here, so that would have been probably the who you'd have thought of gone with. Anton Hubert, that would have been a good choice. Not really fancy going with any of the low end ones. I want someone at least over 60 rated. It was either Luca Giotto I was looking at, Boccalacci, he was alright, but in the end I think I'm going to go with Matsushita. So yeah, he's probably one of the best choices I could have gone with. So that is our team. That's our team, our main sponsor, and our engine complete. So now it's the turn to do our livery, which, yeah, there wasn't really many options for our livery, was there, really? Also, I've gone with like I don't know if I like the colours of my team. Like, I like it now, but it's like, it's a weird colour scheme, you see. Purple and red, it's not really something you'd expect to see in an F1 like grid or as a team. We also going to go with black as our halo and just the little touches around the car, the outlines and stuff. So yeah, that is what our car will look like for at least season 1. Season 2, you never know, we might get a fat sponsor deal who are like, oh, you got to change the colour of the car. So you never know, that might happen in season 2. I'm not sure how this game works. I've only recorded 3 videos, so yeah, that would be our team livery. And now we've got to go with our badge. There's not really very good designs, to be honest with you. So we're going to go with the simple triangular arrow type design. It's pretty much 3 arrows with an arrow in the middle. But yeah, we're going to go with the same colours as our team. Yeah, it's not really exactly the best logo, is it? Not going to lie to you, but that is our logo for our team. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, that's what we got ahead. Look forward to going ahead into season 1. But yeah, hopefully I'm not expecting much from season 1 because like with my team, you're pretty much a backmarker team trying to make your way up as one of the greatest. The 10 seasons career mode. I can tell you now, I'm not doing 10 seasons. But yeah, anyway, that is the end of my team creation. We now have an interview with Will Buxton, so I'm going to stop it now and just let you listen until we get to the questionnaire.
5, 4, 3. Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
So here we are with the first lot of questions. Whatever happens this season, you already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? It's not just about me for this whole team. There's no I in team, and I'm not going to be the only person that works for this team. There's going to be another driver, a whole load of people in the factory, a whole load of people at the race weekends, pit stops, crew, everything. Every team needs 2 drivers. What was it that drew yourself to your teammate? On paper, he is a solid F2 driver. So hopefully, his F2 results, he can come and produce them on the F1 track and give us those much needed results. No one aims to finish at the bottom of the table. What team are you aiming to beat? Was going to go with Williams, but that's just easy. That's a pussy way out. So we're going to go with AlphaTauri to give ourselves a little bit of a challenge. How are you expecting the car to feel out on track? Making the car as responsive as possible. That is, I love a responsive car. Aerodynamics, that's the main area I'm going to upgrade this through season 1, and hopefully it gives us the car that I love to drive. The other teams have experience on and off the pitch throughout the year, and they've got more experience than us, but that doesn't mean anything. Look at old F1 drivers now. They're getting beaten by drivers that have only just started and are in their second year, like Lando Norris and Kimi Raikkonen. So yeah, anything's possible. What of your new departments are you most proud of? Aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is my baby, pretty much. Sorry, babe. But yeah, that's the end of the questions, and that's the end of Will Buxton for at least his video. I don't know if he comes back in any more videos, but so far I've recorded the Bahrain, Australia, and Vietnam, and he hasn't come back since. So yeah, that is all of Will Buxton. Maybe it comes back, I'm not too sure. But yeah, here is the main menu, the main lobby area, the calendar, like FIFA. We skip through, but yeah, we got Shark at the moment as our one main sponsor for the Australian Grand Prix. If we get to level 2, we will be able to buy sign a contract so we can get a little sponsor on the car, which will help bring in more money. But yeah, this is a look at the facilities. We've got aerodynamics, personnel, chassis, powertrain, durability, as well as marketing. And I was thinking, I don't know, do I upgrade marketing first? Because then it'll bring in more money. So when we want to upgrade all the performance places, we'll be able to do it all at once. Or do I slowly upgrade all the performances? That's what I'm trying to think of. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But another thing for this game is with the timeline and stuff, it gives you a few days that you're not doing anything. So it gives you an opportunity to do aero and chassis focus like we did, which will help upgrade the performance of everything and help us in the long run. And yeah, it gives us a lot of time to make money and stuff. So we're going to do a pre-season merchandise sale, as well as that aero and chassis focus development little path thing. So yeah, that will help us bring in some more money for the team and help us in the long run. This is a look at the R&D tree, and as I said in the questionnaires, it gives us a few upgrades for them. We've already done apparently 5 upgrades for the powertrain, even though I only answered one question on the powertrain answer. We've also got 2 upgrades for the aerodynamics and 2 upgrades for the chassis, which is that gives us a little bit of a head start. We are the 3rd worst chassis team with only Williams and Haas. Haas is awful. That's woeful. Aerodynamics was second worst. Christ, look at that. We are so bad at aerodynamics. So that is going to be our main focus, like I've already said. For Season 1, we're still double what Williams is, and that's diabolical. But we are going to upgrade, a minor upgrade for the aerodynamics. I was thinking of having a cheeky look at durability, but I didn't have enough resource points. So we are going to skip ahead. We've now headed into March, and this is going to bring in some resource points. As you can see, we're up to 1,570. But now we've got our car reveal, so I'm going to let you enjoy our car. And there she is. It's a bit of a weird colour scheme, I must admit, but it's kind of growing on me, to be fair. And yeah, I'm not too disheartened with what you guys care, if you like it or not, because I've already recorded and there's nothing you can do about it. So now, next up is the Australian Grand Prix. We've got quite a lot. We've got nearly 1.7 thousand resource points, so we are going to get another aerodynamic upgrade. So that'll be more progress towards aerodynamics, as the first one we did has already gone on the car, because that was a very quick week. It only takes a week. I'm pretty sure. Does it take a week? I'm not sure how long it takes for aerodynamics, but it all varies. We are going to go with another chassis upgrade, and a durability upgrade. So that's going to be 2 more upgrades, hopefully in other departments more than aerodynamics. But now it's practice time for the Australian Grand Prix. Our first laps on this game are going to come at the Albert Park circuit. Hopefully, like, I'm not expecting a lot. I already know from I'm watching other YouTubers that this car feels like dog wank, to be honest. Not really too sure what dog wank tastes like. Feels like, but here we are in the garage. Can we get some good amount of resource points to help us along the way as we're going to go out for a flying lap? This is our first time on track on F1 2020. And we've already got another achievement as I have a little voice break. But boom, I can already tell. Look at that. We're already missing the apexes. This car understeers like an absolute boat. We got a long way ahead, boys. We got a long way ahead. Look at this last corner. I know it isn't the best line, but Christ almighty, the aerodynamics has not helped us out there. But hopefully we can change, and hopefully we can make sure that, yeah, that we can get this car to one day be a championship winning car. But we're going to go do a truck acclimatization. This is probably the easiest R&D collection. Pretty simple, 50 points. If you're not getting purple on this, then you got problems, lads. I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's so easy. You could do it on 110 difficulty and still get purple. It's just pure. It basically gives you points. But yeah, watching this back, at the time of recording, this car literally felt like an elephant without a front wing. Like, imagine an elephant, whack on the front wing, and then take it off. Like, that's how much aerodynamics this car's got. Literally none. It is a pile of wank. And, yeah, I cannot wait for this car to be one day gliding around these corners. Like, that corner, it's a very sketchy corner. I can already tell you now, as we get another achievement, I can already tell you now that there was a few mistakes coming out of that corner. I have mistakes every year for that last left-right chicane, but most of the time that's my fault. This time, I took the lot. I'd say I did it quite well. It's just understeer, and we went on the curb. That can lose us a little bit of time in qualifying, so hopefully we can't do that in the race as well. Hopefully we don't do that, and hopefully we'll be able to get quality. I was going to say, hopefully we can get out of Q1. I'm not looking. That is not going to happen. But at the end of practice, we complete all the practice programs. We actually got purple at everything. We got about 600 points. Matashita got like hardly any, to be honest, compared to us. So what a letdown. Cheers, lad. Team acclaim has gone up now, so that is wonderful stuff from that. But as you can see, we've got 805 resource points. We're not going to spend them just yet, I don't think. We might wait ahead and do it in the next video, because we still got upgrades to go. So technically we can't actually buy any unless we go with powertrain. So yeah, because you can only do one at a time. But as you can see there, we picked AlphaTauri as our first car, as like our main car that we wanted to beat. In the in the power rankings, performance comparison and all that malarkey, they aren't actually that far ahead. With our upgrades on the car, we should be just about, I don't know, 4 or 5 upgrades behind, so that would be lovely. You got Mercedes right at the top, just in front of Ferrari. Then it's Red Bull just a little bit behind. McLaren, they apparently are best to the rest, even though Racing Point is pretty much last year's Mercedes, but it's not because everyone seems to be going against it, and it's not last year's Mercedes. I can tell you that now. But now it's time for quali. For the Australian Grand Prix, there is no sun today, lads. It's a cloudy day here in Melbourne. Maybe that can play into our advantage, but also it might not because the temperature won't be there. Our tyres won't be able to warm up good enough, and yeah, it might not give us a good run. But here we go, DRS enabled. This is going to be my first lap. It's set to 1:24.9. That's pretty much a 1:25 lap time there. We're already in last place. Got our teammate ahead of us still. So yeah, hopefully that is our main target. Obviously that's going to be our main target. But here we go on our final run in Q1. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left to cross that line. So we're easily going to get this lap in. Through turn 1. We're a couple of temps up. We're 1.5 temps up. Heading down to turn 3. Get into 8th gear. Down to 2nd gear. Missing the apex a little bit there. Going a little bit wide. Losing a little bit of time. We've lost about a 10th there. Through turn 4. Pretty simple. Turn 5 is easy kink. Used a little bit of curb on the exit. And now heading up into turn 6 or 7. I don't know what turn this is actually, because I don't know if those little kinks count as turns. We went a little bit low on the gears. We went to gear 3 instead of gear 4, because in quali, when you have the performance, you can do that. Into gear 3 for this right-hander, clipping the curb. We don't really want to be doing that because that can give you less traction, and it will hinder you all down this street. We've got a car behind us. I'm not sure what car it is, but heading into the left-right chicane, clipping the curb, going a little bit wide, clipping the curb again. We go onto the grass, and that is us into the wall, and we are out of qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. Nearly getting hit by one of the Racing Points. There's an AlphaTauri behind us sparking away. This is the replay though. We clipped the curb, going a little bit wide. Like we understeered on the right left-hander, and then the right-hander we just carried too much speed and the understeer from the car. This is it. Look, we're on the replay. We clipped the curb, perfect line. We just understeered and don't have the downforce to take that flat out by the looks of it. Slow-mo, sideways, skid into the wall, and boom. We lose our front wing first. We are on, we're not on simulation damage. I think it's not realistic. I don't know. The one down from that. Not reduced, the one above reduced. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that is the end of our qualifying session. I don't really think it was going to improve by much. We might have just jumped our teammate. But yeah, that's the start of qualifying. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. But the Williams and George Russell actually managed to get into Q2. So well done, George Russell. This isn't actually the actual grid, but Roman Grosjean, Lando Norris, Kvyat, Matsushita, and Latifi with the other drivers to get be knocked out. Latifi is starting ahead of us, so well done for our teammate for beating a car that wasn't our team. So yeah, that was pretty well from our teammate. Why do you think you were quick as your teammate today? I had a few mistakes. Well, I had a big mistake which cost us our qualifying session. So fuck off, Claire, you bitch. Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem for tomorrow? Claire, no comment. I told you this. The last 2 games you've been in, I've told you. I'm not answering your stupid questions, lad. We don't get any, we don't get a little bit of bonus towards our level as we retired. So that's a bit of a shame. We are closing into level 2 as a team though for our claim. And yeah, that should be wonderful. Hopefully we can make it. And yeah, when we get to level 2 we can get that bonus like I said earlier in the video. And then we can get the money in. Got 805 resource points still. We didn't get any resource points for our qualifying session, unlike normal. But we are going to get a powertrain upgrade. But yeah, that'll hopefully help us in future races. But now it's time for the Australian Grand Prix.
finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action. Pre-season times, subject of so much discussion in recent weeks, mean nothing now, as the cars line up to battle it out for points once again. So let's get this season underway. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw in investment and find a little more pace as well.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Alexander Albon, and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, and Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Magnussen, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Gasly, Russell, Romain Grosjean, and Lando Norris, Kvyat, Matsushita, Latifi, and with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we are on the grid ahead of the Australian Grand Prix, this opening round of the 2020 season. It's going to be a one-stop strategy. We're going to put extra fuel in the car just in case. We're going to go from the soft tyres to the hards. We need a good start. This is a hard track to overtake. We need to at least beat our teammate. That would be the end goal. And the Williams. The Williams are a much needed team to beat. They've also got the old livery that they had from the start of the season, which they never actually used as their rocket deal got, like, terminated, I guess. I don't know, ended. So that will be changed for Bahrain. But yeah, we need to beat our teammate. We need a good start. Hopefully we can get that here, because this is a tricky track to overtake at. And with a pile of wank car like we have, yeah, it's going to be hard to win. But, well, it's not to win. We're definitely not going to win this race. We're starting last. At last, the first challenge in our first ever My Team career. Can we do it? Of course we can't. I'm not a twat. But as we line up on the grid, and the Australian Grand Prix, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. So the Australian Grand Prix, lights out, and away we go. We've had an alright start next compared to Latifi. He's bogged down, but as we go through the gears, we've also bogged down. He's got back ahead of us heading into turn 1. We got the inside of a few cars. We've got out the inside of Latifi, one of the AlphaTauris, and our teammate. We've been shrugged out by our teammate and the AlphaTauri. But in the background, look at Williams. Latifi has absolutely binned it. Let's have a look on board of Latifi. He's hit the back of our teammate, lost control, and that's him into the barrier, losing his front wing. So he's still in the race, but he's lost his front wing, and he's miles behind. And heading into turn 3, we managed to pass Kvyat, our teammate, and Lando Norris. So that moves us up into P18, just behind AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly. But as we go wide through turn 5, this gives Lando Norris in the McLaren, which is an absolute god car this year. He goes up the inside into turn 6. We go along the curb. We still managed to keep the position, but he's still there. We've got to go a little bit wide. I don't know why I didn't close the door a bit sooner. But heading up into the right-hander, he's got the inside line. We're going to squeeze him with his rear wheel, with our rear wheel, and we spun him out, and that's put him into the grass. So I guess that's a little bit of a breathing space until our next attack. We'll probably Kvyat knowing our pace. But lap 18, speaking of Kvyat, here he goes. He's in overtake mode. We're not. We're just going to reserve our battery for now. We're going to squeeze it to the inside. He's up our inside into turn 1. Are we going to do the under and over? No, we don't, because he blocks us off. And we have lost P18 to the Russian, and that's given us a bad momentum. We got our teammate going around our outside into turn 3 under braking. We're squeezing him off. We're going to squeeze him out, and we're going to hold on to P19 just for now, as our teammate stays behind in P20. We've got Lando Norris on the mini map. He's already catching us up. This fighting is not good for our defence against the McLaren. So yeah, this is not going to go well. But as he goes up or inside, we didn't really fight it too much. We know we got the better traction around the outside. We're going to go on the curb a little bit. That's going to give us a little bit less momentum down the straight, but it was too far back. Anyway, lap 3 now. We have an awful exit around the penultimate corner, and the final corner we're going so wide. Jesus Christ! This is giving Lando Norris, who's managed to get past our teammate, that he just. I'm speechless. Look at the power of that car, of that McLaren, as he just glides straight past us. Lap 5, we've now lost our position to our teammate. We're going to let him go past. We don't want to be fighting each other because we need the time. We're the slowest car on the grid pretty much, unless Williams is, I'm not sure. We need to just help each other here, so I'm going to use him to give me DRS and just to pump in the fastest lap. And I say that, I try up his inside into turn 4, and yeah, that was a stupid mistake on my part, but we've now dropped down to P21. So yeah, hopefully our teammate can help us glide through the rankings. But Lewis Hamilton is now out of the Australian Grand Prix. That's going to promote us up another place. This is on board of what happened to the 6-time world champion. I think it's just an engine failure. He's just pulling himself along, and he's going to retire at the next available spot. As going on to lap 6, we now are going to overtake and pass the stricken Mercedes. But lap 10, Matsushita's tyres are completely dead. We're going to launch it up the inside. Jesus Christ. We got so wide. We're still side by side with our teammate with this fast right-hander. We're going to round the outside. That is a lovely move, I do say so myself. We've got the inside line for P10. I really went for that move into the penultimate corner, turn 13. I mean, because I thought, because it's my pit stop, the team might try and cock me and bring in Matsushita at the same time and double stack us. So that's why I went for it. In the end, it didn't turn out that way. But yeah, like that's why I went for it. Doesn't really matter now looking back at it. We are P16 at the moment, P17 make that. But Lando Norris has pretty much got a free pit stop over us. Yeah, Nicholas Latifi has now finally got past us. So technically we are in. Are we in last place? Was it even Latifi? I don't think it was Latifi. Latifi is that far behind. He's already stopped, to be fair, because of that front wing damage. He's that far behind that he's already gaining positions. But this, on lap 12, our teammate stops 1 lap later. Oh, we're going to get out of the... Oh, he's blocked us off. He has forced us off the track. We went around his outside. He goes slow out the exit of the pit lane. And he's blocked us off there. So we have lost the position to our teammate. The overcut has somehow worked. That's quite embarrassing. But for a few more laps, we've managed to catch Giovinazzi. I don't think he's stopped yet. I think he started on the hards. So that has made us catch up to our teammate and the Alfa Romeo driver. So yeah, for a few laps though, I can tell you now, we was behind. We was in this little train for quite a few laps. To be fair, you can't pass here. But we do get DRS. But look at that, we get a DRS failure. What a mess that is. A DRS failure. This is what happened. Our DRS got lodged open, so we got stuck in. Well, with DRS open for a whole lap, so we had to come into the pits to fix it. So that is pretty much our chance of getting any overtakes for the rest of the Grand Prix out the window. I put a new set of mediums on the car just so we have extra bays. We come into the pits to fix it. We don't even get it fixed. It doesn't even get fixed straight away. Like, oh, you mad? But Roman Grosjean, he's out at the Grand Prix. His engine's blown up. There's smoke everywhere, and he's parked on the middle of the track. Why would you park there? That is pretty much the racing line. Yellow flags. It's not even a safety car. There's not a safety car for him to be parked just casually in the middle of the track. Lap 28 though, we've already been passed by the 2 Ferraris. We're now getting passed by Bottas. So this is going to be our final lap as Sebastian Vettel, he wins the opening round of the season. So congratulations to the 4-time world champion in his Ferrari. Ferrari actually doing good in this career mode. Yeah, he comes first. Leclerc, I'm pretty sure, comes second, and then Bottas was third. We crossed the line in 19th position, second to last on the road, as there was 2 retirements, Lewis Hamilton, as well as Roman Grosjean and Lando Norris gets my driver of the day, even if it doesn't want to show his face. But Binotto is happy. Ferrari actually getting a decent result in the game. Unlike real life, that is just a disaster at Ferrari at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure what's going through their minds in Maranello. But that's the end of the Australian Grand Prix. Very disappointing result for us. I knew we wasn't going to get any points or a win or whatever, blah 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 blah. But that DRS fault really screwed us over. We could have overtaken our teammate with a risky dive bomb like we did before our pit stop. We could have done that, and also we could have got past Giovinazzi. But no, our DRS had to fail, so we had to come into the pits and yeah, get it fixed. Even though it didn't fix for ages, and it kept losing us a lot of time. We was actually catching up to our teammate. We started off with like 27 seconds behind our teammate as we come out of the pits. But it ended up being like 20 seconds before the end of the race. So, I know that was pretty decent pace for us towards the end of the Grand Prix. He was still stuck behind Giovinazzi, I'm pretty sure. So, you can't really fault him for that. But still, hey-ho, that is what it is. But the top 10 is Sebastian Vettel, Leclerc, Bottas, Verstappen, Albon, Daniel Ricciardo is best of the rest, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen gets the last 2 points, and Magnussen, he gets the last point. But there you go. Our teammate just beats us. Nicholas Latifi was last. Romain Grosjean and Lewis Hamilton both DNF'd. So yeah, that was pretty disappointing from the 6-time world champion. Not getting a good start to the season that he probably wanted. But yeah, the standings as they are, they're pretty much the same as the grid finish, because it's only the first Grand Prix of the season. So yeah, you wouldn't really expect anything different, because there's no way you're going to get more points. I'm not sure who got fastest lap, to be fair. I can't actually remember who got fastest lap. But yeah, look how many people there are on 0 points as well. There's 12 people who have 0 points. So that's a bit disappointing. But now we've got another interview with Claire. Hopefully she doesn't ask us some stupid questions. It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Fuck off! We had a DRS failure! Like, are you mad? Like, I know we had a little bit of contact, but what's the point of not having contact? As long as there's no damage made, it's perfect. And you scraped the walls a few times. I don't think I did, lad. I'm pretty sure I went off the track, if that's what you mean, but there was no walls scraped. But the team claim, me and both my teammate go up, and we are now level 2 with our acclaim for our team as a whole. So that is beautiful. We get 60k extra for finishing the race. I get 30k extra for for that damage because of the DRS, because yeah, it's just going to cock us. But yeah, next up is the Bahrain Grand Prix. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Australian Grand Prix. I've been Just Gaming. Sorry it's been a long one, but it's the first video of the season. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Just Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.